Well, so it's 7:30 in the morning. There's Grayson playing with some toys. I just came over here and opened the blinds, and I looked out. Nothing, nothing. And I looked up. Oh my gosh. The snake is up there again. Oh my gosh. I'm assuming it's the same snake. Oh my gosh. So, all right. So yesterday, I put him about, let's see, about there and sent him off packing that way. And somehow or another, it probably left a scent trail from how it got here from the woods and probably crawled up one of these things and then up. There it is again. Oh my gosh. This is unbelievable. Have you ever heard that song, The Cat Came Back? The cat came back the very next day. Thought he was a goner, but the kitty came back 'cause he couldn't stay away. Right, Grayson? Yeah, seriously. So the dang snake is up there again. Oh my gosh, I made it so upset yesterday. And where are my early morning birds? Where are my early morning birds? Okay, I'm going to turn this light out. And, oh my goodness gracious. Well, I believe it's against the law to kill snakes in the state of Georgia. So, I don't know. I guess I may just have to adjust. Oh, good gracious. Well, I don't know what to say. Let me turn on a little light here in the kitchen. I'm flabbergasted. I really, really did not think it would come back. I didn't think it could come back, but it came back. Whoa. Well, things in life can be so surprising and unexpected, huh? Oh gosh, this definitely calls for some coffee. All right, where's my little phone stand? I was thinking, well, now when I go outside onto my back patio, when I go out there, I can just kind of take a quick glance around and make sure nothing's possibly going to pounce or fall or come at me in some way. Well, now I'm going to have to be careful again. Well, I'm shocked, but it's very interesting. And I must say, I do enjoy it that unexpected things happen in life. And this is a kind of unexpected thing that's, yes, Charlotte's asking, is it up there? Yes, it is up there. It's back. I can't believe it. Yes. So, and I can't see all the names of everybody that's watching, but y'all that are watching, the snake is back up there. Oh my goodness. Well, and isn't that something? Sometimes we go to great efforts in our lives to change things, and then, we wake up one day and we're back where we started. Well, we got to be flexible, right? So I'm the one apparently that's going to have to adjust to this. It's okay. This is very interesting. So not at all what I expected. Okay. Let's have some coffee, okay? Let me get some kind. Oh, yeah, I ran the dishwasher last night. Let's see here. Oh, here. Here's a nice big, this is called a recipe glass. Nespresso recipe glass. It's 16 ounces, I believe. Anyway, I have a nice, almost 8-ounce cup of coffee this morning. Start off with some coconut almond milk. And, you know, I ought to look up and see why it's called a recipe glass. It's got, you see, it's got these sort of indentations in the glass. Maybe they're there, you know, for more than just holding it. Maybe they're marking certain levels in the glass. I don't know. I mean, I'm just sort of caught so off balance by this whole thing with the snake coming back. Yes, if you're just tuning in, the snake is back. Did you see how much trouble I took yesterday? You know, yesterday when I videoed my trying to gently remove the snake, unfortunately, the shovel wasn't a good idea because I should have had something that was a skinnier stick, you know, more like as wide as a finger, rather than like, you know, the shovel was more like, I don't know, it was much greater diameter than my finger. So before I could sort of get it, you know, stick it through one of the snake's loops and go whoop, the snake was alerted and, you know, started hanging on. And I had just forgotten, so it's a long time since I've handled snakes, I had forgotten how tightly a constrictor can hang on. Actually, the picture I showed you the other day of me posing a king snake, oh golly, how long ago was that? That would have been in the late maybe around 1980. Oh my gosh, 40 years ago? Oh, honestly, I don't feel that old. But anyhow, that snake, after I took the picture, if you know, look back at the picture, well, I'll show it to you again. I was holding it with two hands, and it was kind of wound around one hand. And right after I took the picture, you know, I had the camera set on an auto picture thing, the thing bit me. And the thing is, some snakes, they bite and they let go. And some snakes bite and they don't let go. So that thing, it had, I don't remember which finger. So it had my finger, and this was a specimen we had in the laboratory. So, you know, I didn't want to yank it off because it was small enough it would have ripped its teeth out. And anyway, so I walked over to my boss's office, Whit Gibbons, at the Savannah River Ecology Laboratory, which was run by the University of Georgia and was on the, and I guess it's still there, on the Department of Energy's plutonium plant site, the Savannah River plant. Anyway, I walked over to his office and I said, what should I do? And, you know, with holding the snake and it hanging on to my finger. And he said, well, snakes can't breathe underwater. So I went back to the lab and I had a great big beaker sitting in the sink and I filled it up with water, put my hands in, and sure enough, the snake let go. But that was... Sometimes when unexpected things happen, you do end up getting a fun memory out of it. Here, I'll show you that picture again. It's in the laundry room. So see, there I am. And see that sort of black and white thing between my hands? Well, right, right after that, as I was letting go of the snake, it decided, I guess it had had enough, and chomp. Anyhow, go on, Grayson. I get your breakfast in just a minute, buddy, okay? I get it in just a minute, sweet doggy. You're such a good boy. Well, anyway, let me make a cup of coffee here. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry I'm going on and on about this, but it is rather surprising to me. Okay, so a cup of coffee. Okay, these are my decafs here. I'm not going to have decaf. Okay, those are single espressos. What is this here? This is, a Bianco Forte. I haven't had one of those in a while. You know what? I think I'm going to go ahead. I have not had an Odacio. I don't know, maybe I have. I'll have one because I match. So the Odacio is a 7.77 ounce. Last night, Grayson got kind of excited and he ran over to the sliding glass door. This was after I already had the vertical blind shut. And I thought, possum or something's probably back, because I had forgotten to turn the outside light on. And, he's there now. Oh, there are a few birds out on the, not at my feeders, but on the little slope beyond that. Well, anyway, so, he started kind of fussing. And I went and turned the light on and, looked around, and I didn't see anything. I didn't think to look at the bird feeder shepherd's crooks to see if anything might be crawling up. But if the snake had crawled up one of them, it would have made one of those green squirrel baffles that I have move around and maybe make noises that Grayson could hear. So you might have been hearing that. Oh, so I was going to say, so yesterday when I videoed the whole thing of removing the snake, I left my phone in the house, and videoed through the sliding glass doors. And it's a good thing I did. I was such a klutz out there. It was like, the Three Stooges or something trying to do something coordinated. I mean, I knocked the hummingbird feeder with the shovel. Well, sometimes I knock it with my head, but I knocked it enough that a bunch of nectar spilled out. I guess I wasn't standing under it. And I was sort of hitting everything with the shovel because things were not going as I expected. I mean, I've used a snake stick or a stick as a snake stick, something long and sort of slender that you can hold the snake's head down, or you can slide it over by the snake and it'll coil around it. But this thing was so big and clumsy, and I was such a klutz with it. Oh my goodness. I mean, I just turned it into a 3-ring circus. Because once you get going, like when I was trying to get the snake off of the vine where it was, clinging to so tightly, which is one of the reasons I showed you that picture from years ago, because that snake was really on me tight. And the more I tried to get loose, because it's a constrictor type of snake, its instinct is the more you struggle, the tighter I'll get. Anyway, so, what I should have done, and if I had it to do over, I would go ahead and take down any of the bird feeders and any of those little domes that I have that, help protect them from the rain. I would take all that stuff down so there would be less to knock into, less obstacles in my path. You know how I am. I mean, everything that happens has an application to other areas in your life too. You know, the whole idea of I'm trying to get somewhere. Do I know that I have obstacles in my path? What can I do to remove them so that I can be on my way towards my goal more easily? I'll give you an example. Actually, let's see, let me get a spoon here. We're having a healthy happy hour today in the Valdosta, Georgia area. You can look on my Facebook page to see a link about it. And it's just going to be for an hour, outdoors, socially distancing. You know, you can bring your kids. It's family friendly. But, oh, great. Grayson just licked the spoon that I... Let me get another spoon. Grayson, this is not... Oh, my... Anyhow, so... We're going to be talking about health and healthy eating because many a health journey begins with weight loss, right? Or with getting a handle. Let me hold this up. You're getting a handle on how you're eating, what you're eating. So here's an example of I would like to eat in a healthier way. Do I have obstacles in my path to that goal? Well, have you got all kinds of candy and cookies and chips and stuff like that sitting around in your cabinets, on your counters, you know, whenever you open something, is that what stares you in the face? Get rid of it. Or put it someplace where you're just definitely not going to see it, or at least not going to see it very easily. Enlist the help of those with whom you live to sort of clean up the place so that you're not seeing all these things. You know, some people keep a candy dish around. Don't do that for a while. Remove the obstacles in your path. It'll be easier to reach your goal. All right. Well, yummy. And, you know, normally at this time there'd be a bunch of birds out there. They're not out there. I'll have to think on this one and take a few days and consult some people who maybe are birders. And I will say this. If I do remove the snake again, I will do it in a less Three Stoogian kind of way. I will remove my obstacles as much as I can before I proceed. And I will remove it to a place much further away so that hopefully it won't find its way back. Anyhow, hey, happy day.